Peaches, I'm Eleanor and welcome to Peaches by Starlight Tarot. This is your weekly pick a card reading and it is for the last week of May. In the last videos I had said I was only going to do monthlies from here on out, and I'm fickle and I've changed my mind, and there will still be a weekly video. It's just what I am changing is it will no longer be a pick a card, because what I'm finding is that all three stacks are kind of different ways of saying the same message, and I can maybe talk a little bit more and explain it a little better if I pull some more cards and just have one more in-depth reading instead of the pick a card. So it will still be 5 readings a month, one for the month and then one for each week for your sign. So that is all I'm changing. Like, share, and subscribe if you'd like to keep up and be notified of those every week. This is a general reading for the collective, so if it isn't really applying to your personal situation and you're going through something different and want a more in-depth advice or look into what's going on with you, I offer personal readings, and the link to my Etsy page where you can find those is below. Let's see, I think that's all. So let's get started. All right, Pisces, so your theme this month has been the moon, and that's been exploring your depths and exploring your subconscious and dreams. And having kind of gone through that journey this week, you're coming to the end with this week. The energy is of ask. So last week you had confidence, and so it's going to be talking about what are you wishing for and asking for and setting intentions for, having gone through this dark night, having gained that confidence. So now you're no longer, your wishes don't evolve around wanting to be more or wanting to be different. And so how can you set your sights higher and more expansively? So I'm using the bird messages, and the Merlin tarot. I have stack 1, 2, and 3. They're timestamped below, so you can skip to the one or more than one that you feel has a message for you. Stack 1, you have the Wheel of Fortune. This has shown up a lot this week for a lot of signs. The High Priestess and Dodo. Tread lightly on the earth. When I read the guidebook for this, the story of the dodo, and I knew they were extinct, but I didn't know the story about how heavy-handed man was in that. Not like we're heavy-handed now in the way we have an effect on the earth. This was way more direct, the way they were trusting and didn't know what to expect from people, and the way they were exploited so cruelly. It brought up a lot of emotion when I read it. It was just like 2 sentences too, and it's just like, wow, we did that. Anyways, sorry, but I feel like I was called to say that because like this is something that you're tapping into, a real depth of compassion for the creatures of the earth and your environment. And that is the message that the dodo carries, is about treading lightly on the earth and your carbon footprint. I know I talk a lot about spiritual things and self-awareness and all that, blah, 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 but this is more to do with way of life, daily, real tangible choices. There's also, with the dodo, a message about being protective of yourself and being wary about what you hear from others. So use this High Priestess energy available to you right now to tap into your intuition and your gut. This energy listens rather than overshares. And she is the gatekeeper of this moon energy. The unexplored depths of yourself. So trust your gut when it tells you that when someone might have good intentions. You're moving into a new chapter with this Wheel of Fortune. So it's moving, after going through this moon journey, coming out into a new phase, having leveled up, having earned the next grade, the next level of achievement. A new set of challenges comes with that as well. And so it does show you coming out with that feeling of wanting to be a better steward, of wanting to expand your consciousness, expanding your concern for the earth and the creatures, And so I'm hearing, though, with this High Priestess, I want to reiterate to not fall for appeals to your ego, but to help in the way that you know is the best way to help. Stack 2, you have the Knight of Air. That's Knight of Swords, birds in this deck. The Queen of Serpents, which is fire or wands. Bald Eagle. From a strong foundation, you may build anything. Okay. So the Bald Eagle, it talks about the firm foundation that you build from which to launch your exploration, from which you get to leap and take risks. And what you're looking for seems to be a way to communicate. So with this Queen of Fire, it does show you full of passion, fire, and conviction. And the Knight of Air, it's like this is your mission to share that, to spread your ideas and wanting to be heard and communicate your passion. So I feel like you really want to be heard on this. It's something you feel very strongly about, and you want people to hear you, and you want people to listen and to not write you off. And so the foundation that you built is your credibility. It's your rapport. It's your reputation. And I feel like what you have to say, you will be given credit. Your intentions and desires are secure because you have fostered credibility. You are known as someone who speaks truth. Good job. All right, stack 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, excitement, they're calling it. Queen of Beasts, which is Earth or Pentacles. Blue Mannequin, patience brings rewards. This is very wingman energy. I think they have like, when the male is trying to woo the female, he has a dance partner, and then he's got to kind of beat it when it's time to seal the deal. Sorry if that's crass, but that's what they do. So I'm hearing, when will it be my turn? There's a lot of always the bridesmaid, never the bride type feeling here. When, with this Queen of Pentacles, so with the blue mannequin here, there is a desire, being desirous of the spotlight. But with the Queen of Beasts, it's like, when is it my turn? When is it my turn to be a mom, to have financial security, to have a stable home life, but feeling like a desire to finally have a stable home life, and to build your nest, and to start your family, and to finally start to kind of graduate into this energy from being kind of a young, untethered person to building your stable home life. With the 8 of Cups, though, you may have to move on from something you've invested in. And sometimes this energy could show up permanently. You have to be willing to walk away from something forever in order to pursue this thing that you want. But in this case, I'm feeling like it's temporary. It was making me think of Wesley from Princess Bride, where he seeks his fortune across the sea, and he does actually come back, and he does actually marry Buttercup, and they do, well, I don't know if they get married or whatever. I shouldn't have said that. He does come back. They do live happily ever after. So it's not like he left her forever. He goes off, he seeks his fortune, he gets it, and he comes back. So that's what I'm getting for you, Pisces. I'll talk to you very soon with your June monthly. Thank you.